So we've talked about two probabilities, and this is the Mod 8 notes, page 5. We've talked about the theoretical probability and the relative frequency probability. We are going to talk about two more types of probability, and we won't use them a whole lot here, but it's important to understand that there are not just the two ways to compute probabilities. So we have the subjective probability, and that's the probability that comes from your personal experiences. If you drive from home to school and you see a police officer in the same spot waiting to catch speeders every single trip, then eventually you are going to expect that to happen. The probability of him being there is going to be high. Okay? The other type of probability we have is a simulation. And that's when we do basically what I did with the dice roll. So if we were in person in class, everybody would have rolled dice 20 times. We would have added them all together and had a sample of size 400. I don't have that. So my relative frequency example really was a simulation because I did use an online random number generator. Hopefully you get the idea. So let's take a look at example 4. And this might be a good time to pause, read through these, and make your best guess at what type of probability we are talking about. So first one, probability of rolling a 3 on a 6-sided die is 1/6. That is our theoretical probability. There is one way that can happen out of our 6 options. A nurse in an ER on a particular day counted 7 people out of 10 had broken bones on a morning. She concluded that there was a 70% probability that the next person to be admitted would have a broken bone. So this is empirical probability, that relative frequency probability. She is using the sample of the first 10 patients that walked in. 7 had a broken bone, and so that is the probability that she's dealing with. We have a certain drug trial. Participants are randomly assigned to one of 3 groups, drug A, drug B, or the placebo. The probability of being assigned to the placebo group is 1/3. That again is theoretical. There is a 1 out of 3 chance of being placed into that third group. Person uses a random number generator on a computer to pretend to roll a die 25,000 times. See, I wasn't going to do that. This resulted in 4,165 rolls that were a 3. That is a simulation. And the last one, Monica's mother-in-law calls every Sunday night at 6 o'clock. It's 5:59 on a Sunday when the phone rings. Monica thinks to herself, there's a 99% chance that's my mother-in-law. That is her subjective probability based on what she has dealt with in the past.